Hey guys, welcome back to World Renowned Turbotractor. Thanks for joining me today for another awesome Disney Cars diecast review. And today we are going to be taking a look at Track Damage Cruz Ramirez from 2021. She is one of the brand new releases for this year. She has not been released at all up until this year, and I have to say she was not one of the new releases that I was most enthusiastic about. However, I do think that she has proven to be one of the best well done ones that we have seen in a long time regarding the decals and details, and we'll be taking a look at that in a second. I picked her up out of one of the most recent cases, so you may still have a good chance of finding her if you visit your Walmarts or Targets. Now, Track Damage Cruz here represents the track damage she incurred when trying to get past Jackson Storm in the final race of the movie, and he tried to kind of push her up against the wall and block her, and this side kind of scraped against the wall, and then she pushed up and was able to land over him and sped up to the front and won the race. And I think that a lot of the details that have been put on her are very accurate to that scene. I'll put up some images as we go to kind of show you, and I don't think that this diecast hardly could have been done any better. And I'm also kind of surprised to see this diecast so soon, as it's been a long time since we've got any race damage, or in this case track damaged Disney Cars diecast vehicles. But I definitely don't mind getting her released this soon. Now, comparing her to the regular Rust-eze Cruz Ramirez, she's pretty much the exact same thing, except with some race damage designs. You can see a lot of scratching and scraping going on the side here, as well as on this side where it appears this is like tire marks from when Jackson Storm was pushing her up against the wall. And also you can see some kind of dirt and grime decals right here that's very accurate to the movie, actually, so I definitely like that they put that there, and it's been present on a lot of race characters in the movies, which of course it's not present on the regular version of Rust-eze Cruz Ramirez. But I definitely think it looks very realistic, all of the designs here, and this part of it did appear in the movie and it looks very much accurate to it, and so does this part and this part. So I think they did a really good job paying attention to all the decals and totally fulfilling this release and everyone's expectations, as it is very accurate and well done. And also, it took me a while to notice at first glance, but Track Damage Cruz actually does have a different expression than regular Rust-eze Cruz Ramirez. The mouth expression appears to be exactly the same, except that this version, the new Track Damage version, does have the inside painted red, whereas this version doesn't. But the main difference is in the eye expression. This kind of represents how she was kind of happy after winning the race, kind of in awe after having won. So it is a little bit different than this one, though it is hard to tell. I do think it's obvious that they intentionally tried to give her a different expression to be movie accurate. But I do think that in the future, perhaps getting a determined version of Cruz where she would be still track damaged, it would be a lot more iconic if she had sort of a more determined expression. That would look really cool, I think, and make her a lot different from the other release. But overall, I definitely think they did a great job in this release. Much more so than they have in the past, so props to Mattel on that. I definitely am amazed at the really accurate decals. We can zoom in here and see those. Wow, it sounds like it's starting to thunder outside. But anyways, here are those. They look very accurate to the movie again. They're also present on the other side and all over. They even added them on the back here, so that's very, very cool. And of course we can see this side where it's kind of gray and black streaks going on there, so it looks like a lot of the paint got kind of rubbed off. It doesn't look like she got dented at all, which is a good thing. So it's a very minor injury, and it might not even be injury. She might not even be hurt from it, because it might just be paint scratching. And we saw the sparks flying during that scene when the paint was getting scratched off, and I do think this looks very realistic, and it even continues a little bit to the back right there. And on this side, again, we can see what appear to be tire marks from when Jackson Storm was pushing her up against the wall. They kind of used a black color for that and did like these kind of rounded streaks right there. And it does look very realistic, so I like how it turned out. Of course, this is just regular Rusty's Cruz Ramirez otherwise, besides the change in expression and damage decals. So you can kind of see the makeshift Rusty's 95 number Ramon gave her during the race to stand in for Lightning McQueen. Also present on the other side, and the other side of course has a gas cap. Here's her makeshift spoiler once again, and you can even see some of Ramon's cool artwork carrying over to the back, and there's a black 95. So overall, a really cool diecast release, and I'm glad to have picked her up, and I'm definitely more happy with her than I was initially seeing her be released. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review, and I will see you guys next time for some more awesome Disney car stuff. So take care until then, and I'll see you. Over now.